And just on cue, there grow the love, peace, and soul train for the breakthrough. Let the train blow. Roll. Roll. All over the world. The love, peace, and soul train. Soul trains are coming. Come on and jam. You're going to jam in God, honey, I'm telling you. Warm it up, queen. I'm about to. Warm it up, queen. That's what I was born to do. God and grow and make you jump, jump. God will make you jump, jump. I'm telling you, honey, I'm the one-woman praise and worship team, and I'm here to bring it as the keeper of the dream, bringing it for the Lord. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. It's about us, because the world belongs to us. I am Jacqueline Gmo, and we'll grow. That's how it's going to always be. That's how it is, honey. I saw a video today that was kind of funny, but it kind of tickled me in a different kind of way, because I saw this. They were cutting down a tree, and as they cut the tree down, as it hit the ground, out jumps the raccoon. To me, that raccoon held on to that tree, because I'm going to tell you, you had to hear all that buzzing. He heard it, but he held on as a keeper of the dream until the tree hit the ground. Then he knew it was over, So, because sometimes they'll get to cutting on the tree and they'll forget, they'll think, no, we ain't going to do it. You see, we can't do such. We can't, but he held on as a keeper of the dream, and it gave me a different view on ride or die, honey. He held on to that tree for life. All that buzzing, a raccoon, he'd have been took off. Anything else, squirrels, everything else, birds, they gone. But that raccoon held on to that tree, honey, ride or die. He was a keeper of the dream. And I'm going to hold on to my tree. My tree is the Lord. That's my staff. I'm going to hold on until I fall to the ground. As I fall to the ground, God got me anyway. Either way it go, honey, I'm going to hold on to my staff. If I slip and fall, I'm going to hold on to my staff. God got me anyway. See, because as I'm here growing in this enduring earth of ours, as I'm here growing here, I'm going to grow. Each and every day I'm going to grow. I got to grow. It's either grow or die. So I'm going to grow. And once it's time, when my staff fall to the ground, because see, it's just been cut on so much as the spiritual warfare. The body can only take so much, and then it's got to transit. It's got to leave here. It ain't here to stay forever. No matter what you think, young people, you ain't here forever, honey. You got a time that you got to leave, honey. You living for the day, living for the weekend, okay. You celebrate when it's Friday, all right. But let me tell you something, honey. Be glad. Make a joyful noise. Be glad in every day, because every day, really, you celebrate your birthday, go all out for your birthday, honey. Well, let me let you know something. For real, your birthday is every day. Every day you wake up, I give God prayer. I could have some cake every day, because this is my birthday. This is a new day God done gave me. So I'm going to go all out on the day, and then pray about tomorrow. See, because as long as I try to take care of the day, yesterday is a memory. As long as I try to take care of the day, tomorrow going to take care of itself. Hello? As long as I take care of the day, tomorrow's going to take care of itself. Grow. So that's all I got to do, honey, is just stay on path. Just stay on path for God. I ain't veering off. No, I ain't veering off. I see it. I see what's going on. I see that. See, I see something. I see that I can go over here. I can take back up with him. He said he ready to come back. He see I was right. He ready to get back on one. I see I can go back over there. I see I can get back where I found him at. On Black People Meet. I can go back on there and look for some folks. I can go over here some other different place. I can go look, see, but look, God got me on the path, and this is what I see. I see greatness up ahead. See, I don't see the side tracks. I don't see where I get sidetracked at. Be wanting somebody around. See, I got plenty. God got me on a journey. I'm by myself right now. I'm good. See, God got something off over on the horizon. Something beautiful. So see what I do, I just stay on the path of righteousness, because that's going to merge up with the path of realization of all my dreams. And I know as a keeper of the dream. So I just hold on to the staff. I just keep holding on like the raccoon did. I'm telling you, it took them some time to stand there and saw and buzz at that tree. And he held on, long after the birds gave it up, long after the squirrels gave it up, insects about was leaving. They was packing up, leaving ants, leave. We got to get out of here. Come on, y'all. But that raccoon, he held on. So, see, I'm like that with God, honey. I'm going to hold on to God. And I'm going to give God thanks for this day, every day. I'm grateful. My heart just overflows with gratefulness. So what can I do? I'm going to grow for God. I'm so grateful and thankful that God saved me and said, grow. I want you to grow. I understand about the world and what the world has done for you and has done to you, but I want you to grow. The only beautiful things that I ever had, keepers of the dream, were my 5 children. That was the love that I had was from my babies. That was the only, and my family. Y'all knew my family loved me, but I was the black sheep. I'm the black sheep of the family. Don't nobody fool with me. I'm the black sheep, except my children, and I talked to a few family members and stuff, but honey, God got me on a journey. I'm over here on a journey, and it's so peaceful. Besides the stuff that I deal with these people, and I have been dealing with stuff for the past 2 years since I've been here in this lighthouse. We going on 2 years. And, but to God be the glory for the whole growth story. See, because it's getting ready to change some hearts and minds to grow as people see some different things. Sometimes you have to put people in a vault like I had to do today with Mr. Hunt. He want to play it his way. He want to talk on the telephone so he can soothe his way in. No, we ain't doing it that way. See, we gonna text right here. Whatever you got to say, I'm gonna bring it back God's way. See, because I'm gonna tell you to grow. And see, then he figure out he just gonna be there, just be active there. Ain't gonna say nothing, just I know he there. So I could just say, okay, I called. Honey, forget that. I wasn't born to be led. I was born to lead. See, I was the black sheep, but they never knew, never thought of one day the black sheep gonna grow to be the shepherd. Hello, grow, grow. I'm telling you, honey, rise over your circumstances, no matter what it is, no matter who they say you are. Grow over it because you belong to God. You got a staff. Grab hold of that staff, honey, and begin to grow. Take the rein and grow. Leave folks alone. Stop calling folks. Stop worrying with folks. They ain't, if they on that negative tip, honey, because now we on some positive vibes. Happy feelings. Happy feelings. I should have some music, but I don't know if I could play that music on here like that. I don't know if you can do that. You play people music, but I everything I use is for the Lord, honey. It's going to God anyway. So from deep in my soul, I wish you happy feelings, happy feelings. I'm sure Frankie Beverly and Mays wouldn't mind me playing their music in the background as we here talking about love and God, because that's what he was talking about, happy feelings, from deep in my soul. I wish him happy feelings. And I'm telling you, honey, it's all about him, God. I'm pointing. It's all about him. It's not about me. It's about him and growing. It's about us as we grow. Because look around you, all your stuff. I know somebody that's about to be put out because of her stuff. She want to hold on to stuff. Stuff is not going anywhere. It comes a time when you have to part with stuff, honey. You got to understand that you leaving the way you came in with nothing. Somebody gave you. Somebody had to give you. And when you leave, somebody gonna take what you leave. Everything you leave is gonna be left. You gonna leave to somebody. Somebody gonna get it. They'll be fighting over it. And then when they leave, somebody else will be fighting over it. See, what you do is you share it around in the family. Whatever they got, whatever they left that you want, let them keep it for a couple months. Then let them keep it for a couple months. Pass it around in the family. I'm telling you, that's how we did. With my brother's book my mother made for my brother, we just passed around the picture, that I had created of all of us, but he had already transitioned. And I had a picture made of her children, the four of us, and him, the photographer had him superimposed in there, and it was beautiful. And I gave that to them. They, my mother and my sister wanted it. I let them have it. They could have it. It was my picture. I paid for it. But, at that time, I was ready to part with it anyway. I could see it when I want to see it. I got a picture of it. I took a picture of it. Take a picture of whatever it is. Don't let things come between family. Don't let things come between you, honey. Love them from a distance. Take a picture of whatever it is and let them have it. A video or whatever it is. See, that's what you got to do sometimes with people. Sometimes you got to take a video or a picture of them and look at them. Go remember the good time. For the good time. Do I have to go there again? I'm telling you, sometimes you just got to go take that picture and that video and look at them. See, because if I ever think that I miss Mr. Hunt, I got plenty of pictures and videos to look at of him clown acting a fool. I can go back and look at some of that stuff. So I'm good for the good times. I got some good times. I got some good times too. Of us going on different trips and seeing different things. It's good times. We wasn't all bad. But see, when we left the good times, it was time to go back to the bad. For the good times, I'm going to stay where I am. For the good times, I'm growing. Growing in God, honey. Rising, lifting, sowing. About to get on one today. Let's see. Oh, the rain done let up. See, I ain't even paid no attention. I just happened to look out the window of the lighthouse and see that the rain is let up. See, because I take the rain and grow. As the man peeking in the window. It's a reason. See, I normally get up in the morning and I be ready for the world. That's what you got to do. Get up in the morning and be ready for the world. But honey, I kind of let it loose. So when I came around the corner, seen him up on the ladder, and his face wasn't in the window, but he in the window, looked like walking back and forth, like he trying to see in. Honey, I'm telling you, I wanted to open up that door, but God held me back because, see, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the word, and I didn't want him to see me half dressed. So, I just said, you know what? I was walking, I was pacing. God, I was praying. And so, I'm telling you, honey, that's what you got to do. You got to control you. Because, anybody else snap, crackle, and pop about somebody peeking in there. What you looking for? What do you want? Why you steady over here? What is it that you trying to see? You want to come take these old appliances out of here you got in here? This dishwasher that never worked? The refrigerator still plugged up in the kitchen that don't work? I ain't using it for nothing. It's just burning my electricity. Downstairs, you got a whole appliance museum. You got refrigerators, washing machines, dryers. You got all kind of things sitting down here. Would you want to come see some of that? Get this junk up out of here. You got junk all on the stairs. Junk all in the pantry. Junk here, junk there, junk everywhere. This furniture in here they left is junk. Just left all kind of junk. See, but the thing of it is that material things don't mean anything to me. I don't care about furniture. I don't care about none of that stuff. Honey, furniture don't mean nothing. Don't nothing mean nothing, but as long as I got God, I got everything. But see, around here, keepers of the dream, I got to be on it, because look, I got these people. These people and then on top of that, I really don't mind. It don't really bother me, but here we go with this. Here come the neighbor again. He already came for some ice. Then yesterday he came knocking. I was sitting in here, with the door open. So now I got to worry about him, because soon he come out his door, he come right over here. And she over there, but see, she can't hardly walk. She walk with a walker. But, that's her friend. And so he come over here yesterday knocking and asked, can he borrow some butter and some milk? He said, do you have some butter or some milk? And see, I told him, I said, we don't drink cow's milk. And I said, we drink oat milk or almond milk. And he didn't want none of that. And he said, well, do you have some butter? No, we don't have any butter to spare, sir. I'm very sorry. I don't know what to tell you right now. Maybe instead of sending flowers, I might go buy a grocery card, and put in her mailbox. How is that? To the moon and back, give them some groceries. That way, maybe won't have to bother me. See, I see a need, so I'm gonna sow a seed. I'm gonna buy a grocery card and drop it in the mailbox. And then when I do that, perhaps, maybe it won't come knocking so much. See, maybe I can quell some of that. And so next time come knocking, every month I don't mind. It ain't gonna hurt me. Why I see a need, I sow a seed. I just help out. I just drop that in the mailbox, and then perhaps maybe I can sit here and enjoy the peace of the Lord like I've been doing. Cause see, if I don't have it, I don't go ask nobody for it. It mean I don't need it. I get it the next time when I'm out. I don't bother nobody. I will never knock on their door and ask them, do you have anything? I knocked on the door the other day because a young man somebody parked their car back there. And I thought it was that one guy that she had over there that day. And so I went and asked them, could they move their car to their parking spot? Come to find out, her son car broke down. He's got to sit there in my parking spot. And that's another reason why the landlord, think I got somebody in here now. It's all kind of foolishness, honey, I'm telling you. But see what I do, I grow over it. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I ain't gonna let nothing bring me down. I ain't gonna let nothing hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on growing. I got to keep on rising, and you do too. I need you to survive. I need you to grow. And see, what he don't understand, what he don't know, Mr. Brian Hunt, is that no longer shall I be led like he wants to lead me by anybody. I'm here to lead. I'm here to lead you right into love. And I'm not here to change anyone except to change hearts and minds to grow every day to God. In, for, and we ain't playing about God. We're here to have a good time. Woe is not you, grow is you. We're gonna have a funny good time. Oh yeah. We're gonna have a funky good time. Gonna take you higher in God. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a funky good time, a funny good time, and a funky good time in God, honey. I'm telling you. See, when people say God, oh God, yeah, because they read these Bible stories. Now, you got to understand, Bible stories have been translated for many, 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 many years. And they read these Bible stories and they see all is evil. Well, where God is? Why God ain't doing such? Why God ain't perform? Why all is evil going on down here? Because people are being used by evil. People are allowing evil to use them. Allow God to use you. Be a vessel, a tool of the living God. Rise to reach your greatness every day. Sow love to grow love, kings and queens. Be accountable for what you do. Even if it's not the right thing that you did, be accountable for it. Accept it. And that's growth. They'll go change, because with growth, you got to change. That's necessary. It's necessary. Change is necessary for growth. So you got to be accountable for your own actions. And then you just turn to the right and change your heart. Change your mind to grow, to rise, to reach greatness every day. Start thinking differently. even if people you see, folks, you see evil, but you watch God. Keep your eyes toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of God. No matter what that is, honey, you got to rise over things. You got to stop putting certain things in your body because you don't need anything. See, because nowadays you don't know what's in stuff. You don't know what people done put in stuff, they lay stuff. You don't know. Honey, it's come from all different kind of places, here, there, and everywhere. Oh, now he got it. My boy got it. Now I get my... You gotta watch out. You don't know. You gotta watch out, honey. Just be in the right mind frame. Be mindful. Be watchful. Be aware. Because you don't need nothing there. You really don't. You can rise on your own. You came in the world with nothing, but the world came at you. You came in the world with nothing, but the world came at you. Rise, kings and queens, for the breakthrough. The love, peace, and soul train, you done heard it. It's rolling on, full steam. Genuine equality and righteousness shall flow like a mighty stream. Rise, keepers of the dream. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. God bless you.